You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Ah, Smart Water, now in a sleek can.
This feels cool, literally.
Perfect for social gatherings and on the go.
Should I start wearing turtlenecks?
One sip at a time, friend. Smart Water cans, for those with a taste for taste. Get yours today.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Cindy Lawrence, and in this episode, we are going to break down the barriers that are preventing you from living the life that you deserve. And make sure to listen all the way through, because at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. We are a part of something. We are here to grow, to expand, and uplift others. Remember, you are part of the rising tide that lifts all ships. So if there is something in this message that's impactful, that changes your perspective, that shifts the frequency within you, please share this episode, leave a comment, or like this video. It's how we can inspire others. It's how we can set the tone of who we are and what we do. So let's rise together. Well, it's time to break down that wall. You've got work to do. You've got leveling up to happen. You see, you don't just get to go to another frequency. You must become that other frequency. And so when you become something, you break through a barrier. There's a barrier that you've been pushing against. You see, you started practicing a little discipline. You started putting a little mindset in your mind. You started believing that you were something more than you were currently experiencing. And then you went against the resistance. The job got harder. The relationship got worse. The diet wasn't working, right? You're doing the things, but you're going against resistance. And you're like, this isn't working. I'm probably going to quit because it's not going to change for me. This stuff doesn't work, right? That voice in your mind starts talking, telling you that this isn't resistance, but in fact, it's reality. You got to be realistic. It doesn't just work like that. People just are better. Some people do get things that you just don't get because the world's not fair. That voice starts going in your mind and you shut down and you lower your frequency. Not today. We are going to be more entitled to success. We are going to be more entitled to a powerful mindset. See, you're going to adopt your mind. You're going to bring this thing into you that is so radically different than what a normal person thinks. They could never exist in your shoes. You can't survive in my mind. You have to understand that whatever you were doing up to this moment does not matter. You can flip the switch right now. Anybody that becomes somebody, meaning they decided an identity that they wanted and then they created that experience, anybody that does that made a choice. You can make that choice at 5 years old. You can make that choice at 15, 50, 60, 90 years old. At any moment, you can choose to be that motherfucker that you were meant to be. Right? Anytime you can make that choice to say, I'm flipping the switch, and from now on, you'll never see something normal about me. I'm not going to be normal in my expectations. I'm not going to be normal in what I receive. I'm not going to be normal in how I experience, and I'm certainly not going to be normal in how I think. I'm going to think differently. I'm going to receive differently because I don't want what everyone else has. I want to be the rising tide. Right? I want to grow. This is an experience that you and I are having, and you're not making the most of it. You have the power to do literal magic. You can conduct magic in your life, and you're still talking about what's realistic. You have the power to manifest millions, to find joy, to live in love, to travel in abundance. You could do every single one of those, but you're still stuck to what is. You can't let go. You can't truly accept the fact that it's your mind that's preventing you from living the life. It was me. For my whole journey, it was always me that was the limiting factor. It was never my talent. It was never my ability. It was never my connections. It was never my skill set. It was always the mental block that I put on myself on what I deserved. Right? I don't deserve $1 million. That's too much money. I don't deserve to be loved and celebrated by everybody. That's too big of an expectation. I'm just me. Right? I'm not in shape enough. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not quick enough. I'm not creative enough. Right? Those things would go in my head, and I realized nobody is. There is no exact thing that we're supposed to be. So you just adopt that belief within yourself, and then you receive it as you think you are, period. As you think you are, period. So that resistance that you're going against, that wall that you're going against, that's not to hold you down. That's to help you realize who you are so that you commit to being it in the absence of what it is that you desire, meaning that means you're it, rain or shine. I'm abundant, rain or shine. I'm joy, rain or shine. Right? I am those things. And so by going against the pressure, going against the thing that stops most people, I become it more. Right? I'm so thankful for a failed diet. I'm so thankful for losing a job. I'm so thankful for getting fired. I'm so thankful for getting dumped. I'm so thankful for all of those failures because they gave me an opportunity to show up as a different version of me. I wouldn't have the success. I wouldn't have the courage. I wouldn't have the bravado if I didn't fail, if I didn't lose, if I wasn't someone that struggled. But thank God I was all of those things, and so are you. You write the story. So what's your mindset today? Mine's positive. I flipped that switch. Anything that is positive for me, I receive. If I'm in the darkest hour, that must be for me, right? God is good. If I'm having a successful time and money's coming and everything's good, it must be for me, right? That's a time to hone in on my discipline. Stay true. The thing that people don't understand when they talk about money or they talk about all those things, like you don't need it, have it and then say that. Right? It's one thing to say that car is a waste of money when you can't buy it. It's another to not buy it when you can, or to not have interest in it when you can. It's one thing to say, well, I wouldn't do this, or that's a waste, or this time, whatever, when you don't even have it within your possession. You can't tell me millionaires are bad when you can't become one. Right? Until you learn how to become one, then you can speak on it. You can't tell me that being positive all the time is bad until you can do it. Right? You're speaking from a lack perspective when you say that something on this earth isn't good because God made it all and then it's good. Right? Bad things happen so that good can prevail. Right? Darkness is here so light can be valuable. Your purpose is not in the pleasure, it's in the pain. That wall is meant to be broken because you become more. You think heaven's a place that you're invited to? No, heaven's a state of being. Why do you think that there's these commandments and these rules and these laws? It's not to give you a list of things you can't do. It's to give you a design of who you can be. Like if you truly accepted what you were, you wouldn't do half the things that you do. You wouldn't spend time on that negative topic. You wouldn't be doing things that don't serve you. You wouldn't be helping people that are taking from you. You would be pure water, meaning everything that you did was to uplift you so that you could be in the perfect example to give people something to drink. Giving somebody something is great. Teaching somebody something is forever. Right? So be somebody worth learning from. If you're not excelling in whatever your desire is, you're not worth learning from. Right? If I'm not better every single week, I'm not worth learning from. If we're going to have millions of people listening every single week, I better be worth it. Right? Otherwise, I won't have anything to teach. I'll just have things to say, and that's not valuable. If I don't go through difficult things and come out the other side, what light can I provide? So everything that you're going through is meant for you to rise up. It's meant for you to take that diabolical mind, that unhinged brain, and use it for good. Right? Stop being hinged. Stop being what's good. Stop being reasonable. Stop being fair. Those things don't exist. They're constructs to keep you small. Be unfair with your expectations. Why would you go at work and be okay receiving what they deem is good for you? Be a disruptor, and then you will have the disrupted life. If you fall in line, then you will have a life that is in line with what other people say you're supposed to do. Not everybody has to be CEO. Not everybody has to be a millionaire. Not everybody has to do these things, but you are supposed to be somebody. There's a calling within you to be that, and if you're not living that at the fullest potential, there's experience ahead of you that you can still have. Time is irrelevant. It's a dimension. It's something we experience, but it's not something we are. We are not a certain age. We are not a certain thing. We are a consciousness that creates an identity. What is yours? Mine is a multimillionaire. Mine is a mindset shifter, right? I identify as somebody that helps people find the highest frequency within themselves so they can identify as that. I know that if I connect with you and you give it a shot and you like cut out your bullshit of what you believe and you accept that you're somebody more, you will receive something. You will experience something, right? I know that's what I am, and I'm adopting that identity so that I can have the experience. I am no longer chasing anything. I'm just becoming something, and the rest can catch up. Like, I know that the world, my bank account, everything, this matrix of reality is shifting to catch up with me. I am no longer trying to catch up with it, right? That's a powerful mindset. What is yours? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. And when you breathe in, we're going to center in on this world. When you breathe in, I want you to feel the world coming into you. This is the first time that you can be truly selfish in what it is that you desire. So as you breathe in, feel like you're taking in the air, the universe, everything. As you breathe in, you are taking that all within you. As you hold your breath, visualize the command in your mind rewriting the fabric of your experience. If you command riches in your possession, that will be. If you command a relationship that you desire to be in your possession, that's what it'll be. If you command peace to be in your vicinity, that will be your creation. We are breathing in everything, realizing it's all within us. We're commanding it to be something because we're going to be it. And then when we exhale, anything that doesn't resonate with us leaves us. Are you ready? Breathe through your nose. Deep breath in. And out. Everything's happening. How much time are you spending writing down or visualizing what you want? If it's not all day, you're missing out. Your destination should be locked in. Your next move should be locked in. And then everything you're doing is to show how much you love that vision that you have. If you have a vision of yourself being fit on the beach, every action should be true discipline of love for that vision. Whatever it is, stay true to it. Feel it. Feel the breeze as you're out there. Feel the love when you're there. Whatever it is, lock into that. When you create a vision of what you want your reality to transform to, and then everything you do is an act of discipline and love for that thing, you will manifest that reality. You will uplift your frequency. That's how it works. If you want to take a complex situation, which is changing your whole reality, make it simple, create a vision of what it is that you desire, own that thing in your mind, and then look at everything in your life and give it a yes, no test. Can this lead to this? Yes, okay, we're keeping. Can this lead to this? No, gone. Cut out the things that don't equal it. And then everything that you leave in, look at it and improve it every single day, even if it's a 0.0001%. Improve it so it aligns more and more with the thing. If it ever gets disalignment, cut it out and you will find your way. The path is there to whatever you desire. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to know anywhere else. It's there. Somebody that already had it would be in your life and they would know how to do it. You can too. So let's rise up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful, gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to go deeper into these episodes, make sure you scroll down in the episode description. You can subscribe to my email list and you will get an email every time an episode comes out with an easy to follow exercise that gives you the mindset of the message. We are all doing this together. So if you want to follow along, subscribe to that email and we will connect and continue to grow. You can also follow me on social media. There's my Instagram and TikTok down below if you're looking for more content. And then you can also work with me. If you are someone that's ready to take this to the next level, all in on adopting a millionaire mindset, this is the program. I am an identity coach through it all. And I'm a high frequency identity coach. We will discover the frequency the identity that you truly desire. Bring that within you. You will work with me one-on-one to make that your reality. Could you imagine being the true version of you? If so, this is what it's about. Email me at henry@vibeabundant.com. That's HENRY@vibeabundant.com. We will unlock that for you so they can make the powerful shift today. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.